Are you sure you're saving enough for retirement? 75% of Americans aren't. Most people underestimate how much they really need and realize too late that their money won't last. Imagine reaching 75 and realizing that your standard of living will be drastically reduced, or worse, that you might end up relying on family members. Avoiding this financial nightmare requires knowing the exact right numbers. Here are the 5 crucial numbers that will define your future. The 4th one will surprise you. Don't risk getting it wrong. Watch until the end to find out if you're on the right track. If you want to learn more about retirement planning, click the subscribe button below the video now. Number 1, the magic number. How much do you really need to save? Many people believe they need $1 million to retire. Others think they can live comfortably with much less. But the truth is, there's no fixed number. The ideal amount depends on several factors, such as your lifestyle, expenses, and even how long you'll live. So, how do you calculate your retirement goal the right way? The most commonly used rule by experts is the rule of 25. It states that you need to save 25 times your annual retirement expenses. For example, if you plan to spend $50,000 per year, you'll need $1.25 million invested to sustain that lifestyle. But this is just an initial estimate. Another method is the 80% rule, which suggests that you'll need 80% of your pre-retirement annual income to maintain your standard of living. If you earn $100,000 per year today, your goal would be $80,000 per year in retirement. If you live for 30 years in retirement, you'd need at least $2.4 million to cover all your expenses, but these calculations ignore 2 dangerous factors: inflation and medical costs. Inflation reduces purchasing power over time and can make your expenses grow far more than you expect. Additionally, medical expenses are often one of the biggest financial surprises for retirees. The best way to determine your magic number is to conduct a detailed analysis of your current budget, project your future expenses, and include a safety factor. And if you don't have a solid plan yet, the best time to start is now. Number 2, how much Social Security can you count on? Many Americans believe that Social Security will be enough to cover their retirement expenses, but here's the truth. It was designed to replace only about 40% of your pre-retirement income, and depending on your lifestyle, that may not be enough to maintain the standard of living you want. So, how much can you actually expect to receive? Your benefit amount depends on 3 key factors. Number 1, your earnings history. Social Security calculates your average salary based on your 35 highest earning years. If you had low-income years or periods without work, your benefit may be lower. Number 2, the age you claim benefits. You can start receiving Social Security at age 62, but doing so may reduce your benefit by up to 30%. To receive 100% of your benefit, you need to wait until full retirement age, FRA, which ranges between 66 and 67 depending on your birth year. If you wait until age 70, you can increase your benefit by up to 8% per year. Number 3, taxes on Social Security. Depending on your total income, up to 85% of your benefit may be taxed. Many retirees don't expect this and end up receiving less than they had planned. Now here's a critical point. Social Security is facing financial challenges. It is estimated that by 2034, the program's trust fund could be depleted, which may reduce future payments by up to 20% if no action is taken. This means relying solely on Social Security could be a risky mistake. The best strategy? Use Social Security as part of your retirement income, but not as your only source. To maximize your benefits, plan when to claim and know exactly how much you'll receive. You can check your estimated benefit on the official Social Security Administration SSA website and adjust your retirement planning accordingly. Number 3, safe withdrawal rate. How much can you withdraw without running out of money? Imagine spending 20, 30, or even 40 years in retirement only to realize that your savings are running out too quickly. This is one of the biggest fears for those planning their retirement. But there's a strategy that can help you avoid this nightmare: the safe withdrawal rate. The most well-known rule is the 4% rule. According to this strategy, you can withdraw 4% of your portfolio in the first year of retirement and adjust that amount for inflation in the following years. For example, if you have $1 million invested, you can withdraw $40,000 in the first year. This method is based on historical market studies and, in theory, ensures that your money lasts for at least 30 years. But does this rule still work today? The answer is, it depends. Here are 3 factors that can impact your withdrawal rate. Number 1, market volatility. If you retire during a market downturn, you may need to reduce withdrawals to avoid depleting your savings too quickly. Number 2, your retirement timeline. If you retire early, you might need a more conservative plan, as your money will need to last longer. Number 3, your investments. A well-diversified portfolio can support a higher withdrawal rate, while overly conservative investments may not keep up with inflation. Today, some experts recommend withdrawal rates between 3% and 4%, depending on economic conditions and your personal expenses. A smart strategy is to keep an emergency cash reserve to avoid withdrawing investments during market downturns. The key takeaway is clear. There's no one-size-fits-all rule. The best approach is to review your plan annually, adjust withdrawals as needed, and ensure your money lasts as long as necessary. Number 4, the hidden costs that can destroy your financial plan. You've spent your life saving for retirement, done the math, and followed the rules, but suddenly, your money starts disappearing much faster than you expected. What happened? Hidden retirement costs can be devastating if you're not prepared. Here are the 2 biggest culprits that many people overlook. Culprit number 1, medical expenses and long-term care. Most retirees underestimate how much they'll actually spend on healthcare. Even with Medicare, you'll still have to pay for premiums, copays, medications, and uncovered treatments. Studies show that the average couple in the U.S. needs at least $315,000 just to cover medical expenses in retirement. But the biggest hidden cost comes from long-term care. If you need home care, a nursing home, or an assisted living facility, costs can exceed $100,000 per year, and Medicare doesn't fully cover these services. Many retirees burn through their savings quickly and, in some cases, end up relying on Medicaid, which may require them to give up a large portion of their assets. Culprit number 2, taxes in retirement. Many people assume they'll pay less in taxes after retiring, but that's not always true. If you have traditional retirement accounts, such as a 401k or traditional IRA, every withdrawal is taxed as regular income. On top of that, depending on your total income, up to 85% of your Social Security benefit could be taxed. And there's more. Some states still tax retirement income, further reducing your net income. How can you protect your retirement plan? Consider a long-term care insurance plan or alternatives like health savings accounts, HSAs. Diversify your retirement accounts using Roth IRAs and tax-free investments to reduce your tax burden. Choose your retirement location wisely, considering states that don't tax retirement income. These hidden costs catch many people off guard, but now that you know about them, you can prepare before it's too late. Number 5, your true life expectancy, the risk of outliving your money. Here's a problem that few people consider. What if you live longer than you planned? With advances in medicine, life expectancy is increasing. Today, the average American who reaches age 65 can expect to live at least another 20 years. And if you have a good health history, your chances of reaching 90 or even 100 years old are much higher than you might think. But there's a big problem. Your money may not last as long as you need it to. Many retirees make the mistake of basing their financial plans on a shorter life expectancy. But if you live 5, 10, or even 15 years longer than expected, you could end up running out of income, relying on family members, or even depending on government programs. So, how can you protect yourself from this risk? Strategy number 1, create a lifetime income stream. Relying only on your savings can be risky. Options like lifetime annuities can provide regular payments for the rest of your life, reducing the risk of running out of money. Strategy number 2, invest with a long-term perspective. Many retirees become too conservative with their investments and stop growing their money. The problem? Inflation can erode your purchasing power over time. Keeping a portion of your investments in growth assets can help preserve your wealth. Strategy number 3, adjust your withdrawal rate. Instead of following a fixed rule, adjust your withdrawals based on economic conditions and your health. This flexibility can help your money last longer. The truth is, no one knows exactly how long they will live, but planning for a longer retirement is always the safest choice. The worst-case scenario isn't leaving money behind for your heirs. It's spending your final years without enough resources. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click on the video appearing on your screen now to keep learning everything you need to know about retirement planning.